Okay, so for reals, how's it going? Welcome back. I couldn't pass out, so about an hour went by. I'm like, let's just get up and knock this breakdown out. All right, so Tina Knowles, this is the mother of Beyonce. So she's got this new book, all right? Or they're calling it a memoir. It's called Matriarch. And it says, is Oprah Winfrey's new book club pick. Now, I wasn't aware Oprah has a new book club. Okay. I wasn't aware of that. It looks like Oprah's got a book or so too. She goes deeper into this journey in her new stunning memoir, The Tell. Ooh, available now wherever you buy your books from. But well, let's get back here to Tina Knowles. Here you see Tina. All right. Winfrey announced Tuesday that she had selected Knowles' Matriarch, which was published this week. Their interview, recorded at a Starbucks in Chicago, can be watched on Oprah's YouTube channel. Some of you might know Tina Knowles as the mother of a superstar, as in Beyonce, but a highly she is also a highly successful entrepreneur, fashion designer, philanthropist, and now author of this fascinating memoir of her journey to become the global figure she is today. Winfrey said in a statement, "We learn how the strength and wisdom of the women who came before her fueled Tina's passion to achieve and give her the ability to nurture her own daughters into the incredible women they are today." Winfrey likes to surprise her book club choices when she tells them the news, sometimes even popping up during a Zoom conversation. Knowles said in a statement that she had been told that a printing company was on the phone only to find herself speaking to Winfrey, okay? She later told the AP during an interview Tuesday that Winfrey's endorsement was like a dream come true. I mean, that's the ultimate, she says. All right. And I have a few clips here.
I hope that, people will like the book and that they'll get the lessons from it. Because some of them are lessons that I learned in my life. And I think one of the biggest ones is that you deserve to be happy. And your life, whatever it is, cannot just center around everyone else but you. And it took me a long time. I had to be 59 years old before I realized, I deserve to be happy.
Oh, and yes, you do, right? We all deserve to be happy.
I am just delighted to tell you about the next Oprah's Book Club selection. I'm telling you, I started reading The Galleys and I could not put it down. I was so impressed that I wanted all of you to also know about Matriarch. Matriarch by Miss Tina Knowles. Now, we all know her as the mother of Beyonce and Solange. But I'm telling you, beginning with her life as a young girl in 1950s, Matriarch details how Tina overcomes so many obstacles growing up in a segregated Galveston, Texas, to pursue her dreams far beyond anything society expected of a young woman. And you're going to want to clear your schedule. I tell you, when you start this book, as you will be totally riveted by the twists and the turns of this deeply personal and compelling story.
All right. Well, I hope you heard that. Of course, Tina Knowles Lawson her name. Of course you get 65 like book, right? Lawson must be like a maiden name or something. But this is the name that appears when you look up Miss Tina Knowles. So Tina Knowles Lawson, check that out. 65 in the language. And that's just like book. You see that right there? 65. 65. And look right there, Oprah's book club. Well, and look at that. Look at how cool that looks, okay? I mean, we're talking about the language, aren't we? Look at Tina Knowles, 64. Okay? These letters, numerical values, okay? Look at this. Tina, even 64. Matriarch, that's the name of this memoir, 46. Winfrey, 46. And you get that line. You see that? How about that? Of course, their birthdays are in the same month. Of course, right? Oprah's got the birthday 25 days after Miss Tina Knowles. Check that out. Or, I mean, yeah, and we're in the year 25. Okay? I think Lawson is actually her husband's name. All right. So they have the Knowles name. It's Knowles Lawson. Lawson's the husband's name. But look at that. 25 days Oprah's birthday after Tina Knowles, and we're in the year 25. How about that? And they are born in the same year, 1954. What do you think about this? It's a 15-week, 4-day span from Tina's birthday, from that day this year to the release of this memoir. From the birthday to the release date, start to end, 15 weeks, 4 days, Tina Knowles in the reverse cipher. You get 154, like 15 weeks, 4 days. Pretty damn simple, okay? Now we're about to go on this. We're about to hit on these 4s. Okay? So we're in the 4th month. This memoir is released. No, look at her birthday on the 4th. Okay? Tina Knowles, 44. Tina, 44. We just had Easter on Sunday. Easter, 40. Like 4. She's even born in 1954. And if you know anything about watching breakdowns, decodes, I'm not the only one that does this, okay? You know Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce are all about the 4, right? First off, you can see they're both born on the 4th of their months. Okay? December 4 for Jay-Z, September 4 for Beyonce. You can see how Easter syncs up with Beyonce and her birthday. Her birthday is September 4, 9-4. Easter equals 94. So you get this Easter connection landing once again. How many breakdowns? Right? Just watch the videos. But look at even April 22nd with the release of the book, the memoir. 22nd, 2 plus 2 is 4. All right. But Jay-Z had that 444 album. Beyonce and Jay-Z, they got married on 4/4, April 4. Okay. And even in 2008, 4 plus 4 is 8. Remember Jay-Z had this club he had ownership in or whatever? 40/40 Club. Remember, Easter equals 40. All right. Even Tina Knowles, Tina's got 4 letters. See that? Okay. I guess you could say Jay-Z, Jayz. You got 4 as well. And that's a new one for me. I just caught that. And you can there's probably more 4s. And they even want you to know right there. Other than me piecing it together for you, they let you know in that little paragraph about I don't even think they bring it up. They just mention it. The fourth, the fourth, 4/4, ha ha ha, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and yeah, there's definitely other uh 4s. It's just it's too much right now. I think you get a 40 with Bayhive, and you might get a 40 with Blue, if I'm not mistaken, like Blue Ivy. I think Blue and Bayhive. Don't hold me to that, but I think, right? So you get all these 4s, and you could see, it begins with Tina here. And you know what? There's more. Let me break away. I had to go ahead and quickly hit record because look at this. Kelly Rowland was a member of Destiny's Child as well, right? With Beyonce, and wasn't there another character? I can't even remember the other character, but look at Kelly Rowland. She is age 44 right now. Okay, you see that? And where was she born? So look at how she was born in Georgia. Georgia equals 44, okay? You see that? Not a coincidence, It's not a coincidence whatsoever. Georgia's got the 44. Since we're here, look at Bayhive, 40, like 4. Blue Ivy. Look at Blue, 40, like 4. And look at the 68 and the 23. 40, 68, and 23, just like Easter. It's all with the language, and don't forget that's Beyonce's birthday, 9/4, September 4, right there. Okay, so who is the other member, by the way? And again, this memoir details Tina's life from childhood to the present, including raising Beyonce. Look at this, isn't this weird? Beyonce and Solange, and look, a bonus daughter, Kelly. And then you have Kelly Rowland here. Isn't that interesting? Who is Tina's daughter, Kelly, Beyonce? Oh, the bonus daughter is Kelly Rowland. Okay, I didn't know that. And of course, they tell you she's 44. And Beyonce is in her 44th year of life right now, it looks like, okay? You see that? She's in her 44th year of life. Solange birthday?
According to Wikipedia,
24.
Solange
Okay.
Piaget Knowles was born on June 24, 1986, in Houston, Texas, to Tina and Matthew Knowles.
All right. Since we're here, let's just grab the full name. I mean, I'm not necessarily in a big hurry. I should be, but I think we're okay. Let's just grab the full name. 230. Remember Easter equals 23? She's known as Solange, though, right? Oh, look at this. Solange Knowles. Look, you get 71 right there. Tina Knowles, 71 right now. And there's going to be some connections that I'm, you know, that I'm not going to catch right now. We're just kind of going on the fly, right? This, man, 26 and 61 have been popping up a lot. Oh, look, Solange has 28 right there, like book. Or books, excuse me. And there's that 62. I'm telling you, the 62 and 26 keep landing. Don't forget, Tina Knowles is 71 right now. Books has 17 in it, which is the reverse, okay? And since we're here as well, look at Tina Knowles. Here's her husband, Richard Lawson. Look over here on the right. All right. Now, you want to know, this is a fake world. You see Tina Knowles? Kind of sounds like Todd Bowles, right? Football coach. Right here. Um, I already kind of looked at this. I didn't really catch anything, but these characters, they script these characters. You even get 4 letters with Todd, like Tina, and Bowles. So Tina Knowles, Todd Bowles. Come on, right? And even with her husband, Tina, look at this. Richard Lawson. Kind of sounds like Richard Dawson, doesn't it? Okay, and look at his birthday on the fly real quick. So Richard Lawson, the spouse, look at his birthday, the 7th day of the 3rd month. Books equals 73. You see that? Okay, and this is on the fly too. Solange equals 73. You see that? Solange 73, Book 73, Tina Knowles, spouse, born on the 7th day of the 3rd month. Even Georgia, where Kelly Rowland is born, look, 37, to sync up with the spouse, Richard Lawson. And again, like Richard Dawson, right? You just put that letter there, you get another celebrity on the world stage. And look, it's not a coincidence. Richard Dawson, he was the host of Family Feud, from what I remember. But he's done other stuff as well, right? Look at his birthday. He's got the November 20th birthday. Okay? And who did we just see? Look, Todd Bowles' birthday 2 days before him. You see that right there? So the two characters that their names like rhyme and are just like a few letters off, the two characters' birthdays are 2 days apart. You see what I'm saying? Richard Dawson, November 20, and Todd Bowles, November 18. And that November 20 birthday with Richard Dawson, that's Joe Biden's birthday, okay? That's Joe Biden's birthday. So those characters are probably synced up as well, right? So and look at, he's got that, there's that 6'2" again, and it keeps popping up, damn it. We've seen it like 4 times without trying here. You see that? Right there? And I think we had it in the breakdown. Let's go back over here. Oh no, we didn't. But it's upcoming. I don't know how many breakdowns I am ahead here. I got one on deck, but I had the hockey breakdown, Matthew Tkachuk. That score was 6-2 in that hockey game. Panthers over the Lightning, right? So the 62 keeps popping up. Okay, so we're moving along. We're moving along. I didn't mean to do that much on the fly. But this was even 422 here. So 22 is kind of like 2. It could be a stretch, but again, like 4 plus 2 is 6. I don't know. But even she also recalled appearing in 2002 on Winfrey's talk show when Knowles was interviewed with her daughter and other members of Destiny's Child. Even Destiny's Child, D is the 4th letter of the alphabet, right? Wow. But 2002, you see the 2 2s, right? Again, 2 plus 2 is 4. And look at all of these 4s that have been trending. Lee Corso to retire from ESPN's College Game Day after a 4-decade run. Remember, 40 is like 4, and don't forget, Easter equals 40, right? But the 4 is what's big. Even with the FSU bang bang, right? Pow pow. Look at all the 44s I had in that breakdown trending. Okay, you can see it for yourself. And don't forget, we're in the 4th month. Okay, look at that was loaded with 4s, 44s. You see? Okay, so that went smooth, even though I broke away all of that stuff connected.
Your mother, who was a seamstress, had y'all dressed like Beyonce every day. You were dressed like Beyonce, and your name was Beyonce because that's your maiden name.
Okay, yeah, and Beyonce was her maiden name. I forgot to. She's got like a few names here she goes by, okay? Let's go look at that real quick. And that's interesting. Destiny's Child. And look at people also search for. Look at this, Bianca Lawson. There has to be okay, so that's the daughter, I'm thinking, of the spouse. Maybe from maybe another marriage or something to that nature with Tina Knowles' spouse. Because remember, her spouse is Richard Lawson. Look at the name Bianca, kind of like Beyonce. You see that? Fake world, right? But look at Solange Piaget Knowles right there. Oh, that's Solange, my bad. Let's go to Tina. Tina Knowles. You see down here, look, Born Celeste and Beyonce. You see that? Known as Tina Knowles Lawson. See that right there? And she founded clothing brands as well. Miss Tina and House of Darion. I mean, since we're here, and I'm trying to tire myself out here. I couldn't go to sleep at all. Look at that's her birthday. She founded Miss Tina clothing brand. Look, that's her birthday, 104. Her birthday is January 4. You see that? On the fly right there? And let's grab that other one. Okay, look. House of Darion. And Darion, again, D is the 4th letter of the alphabet, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so let's just toss that in there, and then we'll go back and finish watching that video. Whew, I'm almost happy we didn't get more there. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? That 69 lands with Beyonce. Huge. Look at that. 69 like Beyonce. And look at Giselle's got 69. Beyonce has Giselle in her name and probably connected with Giselle, the former wife of Tom Brady. I'm telling you, this stuff is ridiculous, but it's true, okay? You see that? Beyonce, Giselle, Knowles, Carter. Come on, right? What a joke, man. Not so much, though. These are all facts. I mean, you can't change the language. Here, we'll just use this one right here. You can't change the language, man. You really can't. 302 right there. Even Solange's full name equals 230. And you're looking at that 302 right there. You see that? With Beyonce's full name? Just the same numbers kind of mixed up. Right? Not a coincidence whatsoever. All right, so let's go back over here.
Your mother, who was a seamstress, had y'all dressed like Beyonce every day. You were dressed like Beyonce, and your name was Beyonce because that's your maiden name.
Yes.
And you go to school as this pretty little curly, cute haired
So I think I was wrong like 3 times on the maiden name, I guess. When you got so many freaking names, man, you can't blame me.
girl. And the nun says to you what on the first day?
Well, you don't belong here. You know, if you only knew. And I was like, what does that mean? I had no idea what that
And you were
meant.
how old?
I was 5.
Can you imagine going to school and your first teacher says to you, "You don't belong here. You don't belong here." Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a life-defining moment.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And it was the source of my insecurity my whole life, is not belonging or people making up their mind about you before they even know you. And it's still, I'm 71 and it's still making me emotional right now because
I guess.
it was it's just such a horrible, evil thing to say to a kid.
All right. So I don't know what these people do to look. She doesn't really look 71. I mean, I'm sure she is, but. So, I mean, that's it, y'all. Hopefully I tired myself out. Right? But I think I got this. I think I got my point across here. And there's always more, right? There's always more. I'm sure there's more stuff with Oprah, but it's all good, right? Even Oprah's birthday, the 29th day of the first month, 29 minus 1 is 28, and I think it was books that equaled 28. You know, and y'all can go fact check all of that if you want. All right. So that's the breakdown. Could you imagine if I wasn't like if my mic was off? Wouldn't that suck, man? The screen recorder, they really need to figure out a way to let you know, hey, you're good, because how could I recreate that? That would be all lost, right? Cuz look how much of that was on the fly. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I think we're good. Whew. Right? So that's a lot of information there, and there may be some more within the article, but I'm just going to kind of like leave it at that. So this memoir out now, Tina Knowles' memoir, Matriarch. Did I tell y'all? I don't think I did. What does matriarch mean? What does matriarch mean? Oh, come on. What does matriarch mean? A woman who is the head of a family or tribe. Well, that sucks for her husband, right? That sucks for her husband. uh, Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all for real. Until next time.